holding tight, can you see it? Streaming the truth live from where they decree it. Sylvia speaks, no filter, no buffer. Courtroom drama couldn't get any tougher.
When the gavel's first bang, to the witness turns tears. Sylvia's lens captures all your hopes and fears. Uploading justice one trial at a time. Tuning every moment, edges sublime.
Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces tell stories, the courtroom can't hide. Sylvia's insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret. In Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious, make Sylvia spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag. From catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Faces tell.
Hey everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I got my guest, Sonya.
Am I on?
And yes, you are. You're on.
Okay.
Hey guys. I got my purple going on.
I see it.
You like the purple?
Hold on. Oh, what did you do? Wait a minute.
Look, I cut it off.
You got it. I knew you. I told you were. I was like, you're not gonna have that hair long.
You know I wasn't gonna keep
It was too thick and it was too much to deal with. I was looking in the mirror today like I'm about to cut mine off.
I couldn't take it anymore. I could not take it. I couldn't
It's a
take it.
lot.
I was like, oh no.
Purple is cute though.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I see you.
I had to do it the first color that I was asking the people in the chat. I think who was the one that says do it purple? But I didn't do it purple. It just came out that way, you know.
It looked kind of
It
pink
looked
purple.
funky, right? It looked funky, right?
Right.
Look, Dallas like, Mom, that's your signature. That's your signature. You need to wear it. Like I said, I bet you I won't get it this color again. I bet you I won't because I mixed two colors together and got this.
So when it grows out,
I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's not permanent. It's semi. It's
so the more you wash it, it's gonna fade out.
Yeah, it's gonna fade out and it's gonna get back to my
I
gray.
just
Now
got
I have to keep my gray.
What? Yeah.
Well, hey Sonya.
Hey, Sylvia, girl.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. I can't complain.
How's the RV life going?
RV life is fine.
It's fine.
But I got 1 foot in it and 1 foot in it. I'm looking for a house, but yeah.
They just not that
I said
fine.
I was doing
then.
it
You
for
don't
6
like it.
months.
Huh?
No, I said I was going to do it straight for 6 months. And then at the end of 6 months, I'm going to keep my RV. I like it. I was going to either just fall back into a house and do part-time RV.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do part-time.
Tell me, what do you like about it and what you don't like about the RV living?
There's nothing I dislike about it.
Mm-hmm. So why you want to go back to a house then?
because I have the baby.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
So it's a not a lot. I mean, it's not a lot of space for her.
Okay.
I removed the table so she can run,
Mm-hmm.
back and forth. I took the table out
Mm-hmm.
and I went and bought like a portable table that I could put up and put down.
Mm-hmm.
So that made a huge difference. And now her toys are in there. Um, but I don't think my RV, if I had purchased something a little bit larger, then it would be no issue. That's
Okay.
not ideal for a 2-year old.
Yeah. Yeah. She needs space to run
She needs
around.
a little bit more space and she can't see. She's like on the floor. The windows are kind of too high. So it's like she's enclosed and I don't want her to, you know what I'm saying, get some type of mental issue behind that. She can
Yeah.
stand on the couch and see that way, but when she's on the floor, it's like so I want to make sure that you know, she's cool. So,
Oh, okay. 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 All
so
right.
yeah,
So
I'm keeping my RV though because I still want to do my trips and everything. So
that's what I like about RV living is where you can go all the way long distance. You don't have to worry about having a bathroom. You don't have to worry about
right.
finding some place to cook because you can have all that right there, and you don't have to worry.
Hmm.
So that's why I want to get to that point of having that, like, especially when doing these trials and stuff. I can go to all the different state trials and be able to not worry about my lodging. You know what I mean? I would have some place to stay inside the RV.
It's
But
perfect if
someplace
you
I don't know
travel.
how safe it would be. Someplace, you know what I'm saying? But
Right, because well, I did a couple truck stops on my travels. I did go to truck stops, and I did do what is that called, Crackle Barrel,
mhm.
until I found out that they were kidnapping people in bathrooms, and I was like, I ain't going there no more.
Whoa, for real? Kidnapping
Yeah,
folks in bathroom?
this girl went. She drove 30 miles to an interview, and they kept asking her these specific questions. It didn't make sense, and so she went to the bathroom. You see her on camera going to the bathroom, but you don't
Mhm.
see her leaving. Her mother was like frantic. They found her, I want to say 2 weeks, 4 weeks later in the back of a truck. She was still alive.
Oh, thank God.
She was
Oh,
still alive, but they found her. She was getting transported. And so they found out that in the bathroom that it was some, secret passage where they were, and I don't even know what state this is in,
mhm.
but yeah, Cracker Barrel. Yeah. Human trafficking. Yeah. That was, and she was a black girl.
Wow.
So
Thank God they
yeah,
found
she was like 18 years old. Yeah,
yeah,
but she survived.
that's good. Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I'm not going to there no more. I'm not going to those parking lots no more. So I
She
do the truck stops or the rest area when I travel. But once I get to where I'm going, it's always a driveway.
Do you find yourself taking longer to go to certain places now
Yep.
that you have an RV because you could, take your
Yep.
time?
You take your time because you're already home. So I'm already always I'm at my destination, but not at my destination because
You-
everything I need is with me.
Okay, I got you. I got
So
you. So,
it wasn't bad. Traveling wasn't bad. Except for when I picked her up because she was sick. So she was sick for 2 weeks.
mhm,
So that made when I went up north a longer drive because I kept having to pull over with her.
mhm.
But now it's fine. But again, it's just a little too small for her.
Yeah.
If I got the A class, the bus, she'd have been fine.
So, are you thinking about a house, or a townhouse, or apartment? What are you
I
thinking
need a
about?
house because I need to be able to put my vehicle in the lane, in the yard.
I got you. I got you.
So I'm looking for at least a half an acre
Okay,
or
makes sense.
better. No, you're not getting in that. We're not doing that.
It makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, so I want to do that. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm kind of hating it because I've looked at a couple houses and I'm like,
It's taking a long time to make a decision. Is it? I mean, what do you? I mean, what is it that you're looking for in the house, other than?
A nice kitchen,
Uh-huh.
nice bathroom. I don't
Hmm.
really need a lot of closet space because I downsized so tragically. What, little girl?
So, do you have to buy
'Cause
all new furniture?
no, I
Okay.
actually don't. Just one or two pieces, but not all new furniture.
Okay. You're gonna get stuff from storage or something like that?
Remember I put stuff in storage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I do have my furniture is only 2 years old.
Okay.
The
That's not
furniture
bad.
that I have. No, it's only I bought it when I was in Miami. So it's only 2 years old. And my couch I bought when I came to Georgia. I bought the couch. That
So
was the
you
only
see
thing I
how
bought
slim
new.
I'm getting, Sonya. You see how slim I'm getting? I'm gonna be slim like you soon.
Let me
Soon.
see. Hold on. I took my
Look,
glasses
look, look
off.
what you want
Let me
to.
see how skinny you are.
I'm getting slim.
I'm trying to get my weight up.
Well, you can
Oh,
have
I
some new
see it
weight.
in your neck.
But
Yeah, in
like
your
even
chin.
my clothes, my dresses, and my like this top here is like so like loose on me now. Look,
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
boobs falling out.
So we'll see what you're looking like in the summer, next summer. You know what I'm
Hello,
saying?
look,
Skinny Manny.
you take me to the beach.
Right, road trip.
Hey, oh,
Because I want to
Lollipop.
spend a month in the Keys. That's the goal. I just got to find a driveway because I they do have um RV parks there, but because it's like a whole vacation spot, they charge you like $1,800 to park.
Really? Look,
Yeah,
Lolly Time. Thank you, Lolly Time. Lolly Time says, Sylvia, you could rent Sonia's RV while
while I'm
living
in the
in.
house,
Yeah,
that
you
is
know
true.
what? That sounds like a great
That is true.
idea.
Yep, that
That
is true.
was a great idea, especially when if I'm gonna do that case, the Nelly case, the
Who was
Nelly.
Nelly? Who? Not the rapper.
It's in Florida. The rapper, not Nelly, but it's
Oh,
Melly.
Melly.
Melly, NW Melly. Yeah, because
Oh,
I've been
he's in Florida. What part?
he's in Fort
Jacksonville.
Lauderdale, I think. Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, that's in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, it's close to Miami. So
Oh yeah, I gotta see if my son-in-law gonna still be in his spot because he's got a place, a yard, um that I could park the RV while you're down there too. Because he's got the hookups and everything. He got
y'all
water,
hear
he's
this
got
right now.
power,
Y'all hear her giving me a
and he's got
almost
he
okay.
want to borrow it in December to go to Tennessee. He was because
Oh
he
no. Mine is not gonna be until his trial's probably not gonna be until 2026, something like that.
oh my God, hasn't that boy been in jail for like 3 years already?
More than 3 years. It's been like four or
That is
five
so
now.
that's criminal. That's criminal in itself. And they
Yeah.
won't give him a bond.
Nope.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll check it out with my because I stayed there um the last couple of days when I was down there.
Hmm.
I stayed in his space, which I actually liked more than where I was at because it was secure. You know, you have four walls and he has 24-hour security, armed guard. So that was actually a better situation for me.
The one where you at now?
Hmm.
The one you're
Oh,
at
where I'm
now?
at now is fine.
Okay, okay.
Oh, where I'm at, fine. I'm in the suburbs.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, I'm
Miss
in the
Suburbs.
suburbs. I'm
Okay,
in
Miss
the suburbs.
Suburbs.
Yeah,
Okay, suburbs.
yeah, I'm in the suburbs right now.
So,
Yeah, so
um,
that whole thing is a drag.
so how's everything been the last couple of weeks? I haven't talked to you in a while. How's things been?
We're at a standstill till we get to court. So that's that.
Yeah, but it's not going to. I did send you the thing on with them
With the
filing.
appeal.
Yeah. Well, they haven't actually filed it yet, but I've been looking at the docket for the appeal court because I won't know the number. I have to go by the lower court's number and keep checking each time. So that's what I've been doing is checking that. Um, but the judge gave them the okay to appeal. So we'll see what happens. So have you talked to him? Because I know you hadn't talked to him in a while.
No, I hadn't that day. He responded to me that day, actually.
Okay.
It was a day I didn't hear from him.
But he's how is
It
he?
was okay. It was Sunday was the last, and I think I talked to you Monday, and then an hour after I spoke to you, he sent me a text.
Okay. So how is he
He's
mentally?
fine.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
I'm sure. Like they posted the next day, so we've been texting and talking and did a video call. So they always post crap the very next day.
See,
So
I don't get a chance to
yeah, you
watch.
don't watch all that crap, but
Mm-mm.
yeah.
And plus, I went to New York. I went to New York, and I was doing. Yeah, I went to New York. Yeah, I went to New York, and I was gonna go and do cover his sentencing, right? But I had my own thing going on, and then when I got to court, I found out that my attorney had texted me that morning and told me he wasn't feeling well. He was sick. He had already reached out to the judge and told the judge that he was sick.
So you got a continuance. You didn't even go to court.
I did go, but I have to show up because if I don't show up, they'd be like,
Right.
put a warrant out for
That's
her.
wrong.
So
Oh, so you did go, but they just didn't do anything.
no, they didn't do anything. So it's still same old waiting, just waiting and waiting.
You have the freedom to be outside waiting instead of in a cell waiting.
Amen. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. I don't. Whew.
That right there makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Thank you. Yeah, they're giving me so many compliments on my hair. I feel so honored.
Yeah, because it kind of took 20 years. And my glasses aren't the
There
best,
we
but
go
it
with the
looked like
20
it
years
took
crap.
20 years off of you.
There she go with the crap. There she go, y'all. It's never
Because that gray is
at this
completely gone. When
moment.
you get rid of the gray, and I kept telling Yvette that, because
Leave
Yvette
my gray
is gray like you. And I
Leave
kept
my
telling her,
gray alone,
that gray add years. I'm just saying.
I embrace my gray, ma'am. I embrace my
You
gray.
can embrace it, but when you're not gray, it does make you youthful. So you do look like you lost 20
No,
years.
let me explain something also to you. When I did a ponytail, I looked youthful too. So what are you talking about?
You did look like
And
you
it was
lost.
gray. And it
You
was
lost. Listen, you lost 10 years with the ponytail, but you lost 20 years with that color.
You know what?
I'm just saying.
You see?
What the people say?
But there you go. There you go. You can't even be positive about
That
that.
ain't positive. That's a
That is not
compliment.
positive.
If somebody say you look
You
20
basically
years
telling me I
younger,
look
that's
like
a
an old
compliment.
hag. That's what you're telling me. You telling me I look like an old hag.
No,
Yes,
no.
you are.
I'm saying when you rinse the gray out, it took 20 years off of you. Now it could be that you look like you were 30 and it took 20 years off of 30, or you looked 40 and it took 20 years off of 40. I just said it just took 20 years off of you. Didn't say you
Not
look
even
old.
5, y'all.
I
She
just
gonna
said it
say
took 20 years off of you. So now there's that.
Mm-hmm. Kendra, mind your business. Kendra, tell me I agree, Sonya. Mind your business.
Thank you. It
Mind your
did.
business.
Right.
Mind your business.
That's her trying to make it seem like it's an insult. But embrace it. I said it took 20 years off of you.
For real. I'm about to block. I'm gonna have a block party in a minute.
Why somebody said something to me?
Yeah, they saying I agree with Sonya. That is
that ain't me. That was a compliment. Because I didn't start off by saying you look like an old hag. I just said the color took 20 years off of you, which it did. And the weight loss. Now watch when you finish losing the weight you want to lose and how young you're going to look when you lose the weight. Not saying, anything bad from the start part, but an improvement is always an upgrade. So you'll always look younger and better.
All right,
not meaning you started off in a foul place.
Okay. Can we go? Can we move on now?
Get off. I had to elaborate because you took it there. I'm not mean like most people.
Here we go. Can we leave people alone? Leave people out of it.
I'm just saying people in general, not specifically. I'm just saying I'm not mean like most people. I'm. It's a compliment. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like a compliment
because that's something that you have issue with. That's not what I said though.
But you did say, oh, it took 20 years off.
It did take 20 years off for you. Now, what starting point you want to put it at? That's on you.
20 years.
You don't think you look younger?
And
do you not think you look younger?
Detective says that's
do you think you look younger? How about that?
Yeah, I could take
okay then.
You look younger, but
okay then. So what's your point?
We got, no, I ain't
it took 20 years off. Exactly. You look younger, so it took 20 years off for you. Accept the compliment. That's how we
snap her now, y'all.
Like when I wear my hair in a ponytail, it takes years off of me. But when I wear my hair down, because I don't do the Botox and all that, you see the wrinkles and I look older. So I keep the ponytail so I don't have to do Botox. And I don't like combing my hair anymore. So
Can we move on?
go ahead,
Next
girl,
topic.
show. I'm just I'm sure.
Next topic. We're going to talk about current events. Current events. I don't know if you heard about the young man, Kyrie. What's his name? Kyrie.
A
The young
football
man,
player
the
that
football
they
player.
lied on,
Yeah, the one that took his unalive himself
like
because
before court.
the pressure that he was feeling, he felt that, with them blaming him and stuff like that. So, and he ended up taking his life. And the prosecutor basically is the one that basically cleared him because the police lied. The police lied.
Prosecutors at fault as well.
Huh?
Prosecutors at fault as well.
Why are you saying the prosecutors at
Because the
fault?
prosecutor sees all before they charge you. They see
They
everything.
had they were taking it to the grand jury. They had not even
You know.
they were
So
taking it to the grand jury. They had not taken it to the grand jury yet.
but listen, even the fact that they still held charges on him. Okay, so if you ever like I watched First 48 for like 20 years. And before they charge anybody, they call a prosecutor and they go over the evidence, and then the prosecutor tells them, charge
Yeah,
him.
but here's
They
the
tell
thing.
them to charge him, right?
The,
So the police has only so much power, which that cop lied and started it. But the prosecutor has to look at the evidence before they even go any further on the case. They let the news outlet smear his name. They let the newspapers smear his name, just like the Central Park Five. It started with the police, of course, and then the prosecutor took it a step further when they
but
could have squashed it.
here's the thing. It goes to the police puts in a report, and then they go to the judge. The judge the police ask for a warrant. The prosecutor don't come in until the person is arrested and all that, and they put the paperwork in. But for them to even get a warrant for their arrest, they go to the judge. So you might as well blame the judge too.
Yep, everybody involved. Because that video, first of all, the witness didn't sign the statement that the police made him say, which was that the charger caused the accident. He didn't sign it. He refused. And he even said it that that white woman, and I'm sorry for me to put race, but the woman
She
was the
wasn't white.
cause
She was
of
a
the
black
accident,
woman.
right?
She was a black woman.
It was a black woman. I thought it was a
Yes,
white.
it was a black woman. It was a black
So
woman.
okay, so the woman caused the accident. He said it on the body cam. It was the woman who caused the accident. And then you see on video, which they had to do all of that, the black by everything. And then and then the witness even said it. So for him to to direct the witness to say, make sure you state that the charger was the fault, at fault. Make sure you say that. Prosecutor had to see all of it.
But see, here's the reason why I felt that it was always that woman's fault, because that gold truck, he went geared to the right when the charger was coming up, right? The woman behind him could have geared to the right as well. She decided to go left into the other lane where the oncoming traffic was. So she definitely was at fault because she should have never went. She should have did just like the gold truck. The gold truck, you're supposed to go to the right. You don't go to the other lane
Cross
where
the
the
line.
other cars are
But
coming.
he didn't show up till like 3 minutes later. So I mean, he wasn't even a part of that.
I know he wasn't part of it.
But they lied on
I was
him.
saying that woman, when the guy went to the right, she should have went to the right as well. She decided to go like she's going around the gold truck, and then she went head on collision with the other guy that coming onto traffic.
Moral of the story: stop trusting the police, stop trusting prosecutors, and stop trusting a judge. Let the evidence show what it is. And when they showed the video, which the prosecutor saw before it got that far, they saw that boy had nothing to do with that. And they kept on going with it. Should never even got that far.
Yeah.
Should have never got that far. Should not even came to a grand jury. Once you saw that video, what are we even talking about? The boy came 5 minutes later. Not really, but you get me?
Yeah.
So it should never even got that far. And these prosecutors,
But they said
oh my God,
had
little
his
girl,
had he
on your
went
clothes.
on for one more day, they had already found that it wasn't his fault. But they didn't let him know until he unalived himself.
How many months did that go by before they did that to him? Remember,
No,
this was
they
all
said they
over
found
them.
out. They said they
How
found out.
many weeks
See, you're not
from?
listening.
No, I'm asking you. It's a question. It's not a statement.
They said
How long did it go from the day of the
if
accident?
he waited one more day, they would have known he wouldn't have went. He wasn't going to the grand jury. But the young man felt bad because everybody was blaming him. He was all over the news saying he did it. He did. He was
And he
losing
killed that
scholarships and all that kind of
7
stuff.
And that's why proper support in raising a person is very important, because he had the support of his family. He would have been able to
How you
withstand
say he
what
didn't
was
have
going against
support of his
him.
family? How you gonna say he didn't have support of his family?
Put yourself in his predicament. If somebody says, Sylvia, you killed somebody, and you're gonna feel bad because you know you're innocent. But if nobody's standing with you and you just
His
out here
mom
by
was
yourself,
standing with them. His dad too. He kept telling them there was nothing going on. That's why his dad put that post up there. See, you didn't even pay attention to all of
did
it.
his father put the post up before he killed himself?
Yes, he put the post. No, it was after he killed
That's
himself.
what I'm talking about. What did they
But
do
his dad,
before he got to that point? What was the support?
his dad was asking him, "Is everything okay? Are you okay?" He kept telling him he was fine. He was fine, but he was not telling him the truth. I mean, he wasn't a mind reader.
Oh no, of course not. Can't be a mind reader. Put it in my pocket. I can't believe you took all your clothes off. That's crazy. Here.
Hey, Measure. Hey,
Over there.
Measure.
Say hi. Say
Hi,
hi.
Measure. I was going to call you by the name I call you, Treasure.
She can't hear you because the phone is over here. She said hi.
Hi. What's she saying?
I don't know. Some days she's clear with it, and some days it's me. Oh yeah, you see me right there.
It's
You see her. What colors are here?
You see my hair?
It's pink.
It's pink. It's pink, purple, or whatever color.
Oh,
You like it?
yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Measure.
It's going on.
That's nice. Thank you.
She said your hair is pink and she likes it.
Thank you for liking it, Measure. I appreciate it.
You see it?
She said she see it.
Oh, she sees it. It's fun. It's a
Dallas.
sad situation. That's all.
Please.
It's a sad situation, and you can't bring people back.
Ice, too. Oh, I just came from down there. Oh my God. Okay, okay.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Lukewarm water. I just came from down there. My legs.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
Are you a pimp now?
Oh no, the song just came to my head. You know it's hard out here. No, I'm not a pimp.
You sure you're not a pimp? A pimpette.
No, I do. That would be nice though if I did have a roster of you know what I'm saying. But no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? The older you get, the less patience you have. So I can't even, can't even do that. Can't even. It's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Yes, it is a lot. All right, let's see what other topic. Hot topics the housewife of Atlanta, not Atlanta.
Wendy.
Yeah, Wendy.
Her and her husband, the insurance fraud.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
I read that today, and
they were saying certain thing was missing in their house and stuff like that, and I guess it wasn't true.
So what the insurance company will do, they throw them investigators out there. Because one of my cases was insurance fraud, right?
Mm-hmm.
And My situation was ex hit the car because I had a after I got shot, I dated another psycho, and he hit the car. I didn't know. I went and purchased another car because he was one of those you can't move without me type dudes, and so they found the vehicle, and the vehicle had dust on it, keys were in it. You know what I'm saying? So they called foul play and charged me, and
Did
they
you
will
know? Did you know
investigate.
he did that? Did you know he did that?
I suspected, but I didn't know no till they found it, which they found it like a year later. And when they told me that they found it, I didn't receive any money from it. They just paid it off. So they had a truck that had nothing wrong with it that they could have sold and recouped their money. But it's the whole fact that you went and with a falsified report and they ran with that. And so this was like back in 1993, 94, like around there. Um,
You were mighty young with that.
yeah, because I ended up doing a year. I did a year in jail for that.
Federal?
No, that was state.
Okay.
I did a year, but it wasn't a full year. It was 8 months because they gave you the time and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
So
go ahead, girl.
is that on your record?
Actually, that's on my record.
Can it get expunged?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, 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 no. It can't get expired. I mean, I don't worry about it. My record has never stopped anything. I'm fortunate that. Let me see. Woo-hoo. My record has never stopped anything. I've always been able to work. You know what I'm saying, and move without it. Whatever. It's never hindered me. So I'm just fortunate, that I was able to move, with a record and survive greatly. Let me see.
Yeah.
But again, certain people, you got to just be built for it. You get me? So it was a change lawyers. I felt like it was some bullish, black prosecutor. She was in her line, of course. Yes, let me see. All right. Her whole thing didn't make sense, of course, but that's the story. What's crazy is when a prosecutor try to go in court and tell a story and they don't know you. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't know. They try to fill in the blanks,
But that's
and
what
that's
most prosecutors do. 'Cause
that,
they don't
and,
know.
and that's dangerous because you're filling in the wrong blanks because you're trying to make your story, your side come in as, and then I didn't testify. I should have testified. That is like the biggest issue when you sit there silently and your dumbass attorney sit there and he didn't ask all the right questions. He didn't look at my notes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at him like you asked. And then you don't testify. And that hurts you more than anything because it's all based on they got a burden of proof, but that's a lie. It's not even they have the burden. It's you need to prove that it's not true. You need to prove it's not true. You know, and so yeah. But it was. I mean, I was young, and I'm built for it tough. So it is what it is.
Not for tough.
Built for it tough. I mean, I ain't cry about it. I took it. I went and took it. Okay, I did it at the time, and you know, came
I got a
home.
question about doing time. Where you said you were in what state were you
That was
in?
Ohio.
Was it
Ohio
prison or jail?
prison.
But I thought if it's under a year, you stay in jail.
No, they want you to have a number.
You have a
Even if
number.
they send you down for a day, they want you to have that number.
You have a number in jail?
I got two. I went to prison twice.
No, I'm saying you get a
Watch
number
the
in
show when
jail.
what's the name was talking about me and trying to expose my whole history like it was doing something, like it was hurting me.
But I'm saying you get a number in jail. So why can't if you're doing under a year, why not just
No, you can do a day and get a number as long as they put you on the farm and you got a number. And sometimes they do that. They'll let you just touch down for 30 days and bring you back just to give you a number.
Hmm.
It's to handicap you in life. You gotta understand how the system is. That's why a lot of people, when you see only get probation, it's a reason. And they should get prison time, but they only get probation because
What's
it's
the
not
reason for that?
affecting them. They don't have that number. You get that number on you. It's supposed to hinder you. And in most cases, it does. But I think for females, as long as you're not a drug or like you have like drug and alcohol problems where you look the part, you can overcome it.
Hmm.
You know, you can. So for me, and then I had, you know, a background where I could make legal money. You know, that was the thing. If you don't know how to make legal money, you know, you stuck, you know, because not a lot of places will hire you. And got that stigma on you. And it pushes some people either to drug use and drinking because they're stressing. Let me see. And or they go back to crime because the only way they can pay their bills because I can't find unemployment and I'm not smart enough to just go out here and create a job because I have this on me, you know. So you gotta be smart and create a job for yourself.
But I think a lot of it creating a job for yourself takes time because you have to, do the structuring and all this kind of stuff, and the money
Depends.
doesn't come that quick. You know what I mean?
Oh, it can. It depends.
It
You
depends on
ever
what
watch
you're doing.
somebody create something and within a year it's worth millions of dollars? You can you got to look at how YouTube came about. You know what I'm saying? Two
But
dudes
it,
in a
but it,
room,
but it
and
takes
then within a year or so, it's worth billions.
but not every creation.
Exactly. Not everything can go like that,
Yeah.
but you just got to understand what where we're at, what's going to be a draw, and what's going to put. You know what I'm saying? The number one thing is sex, drugs, alcohol,
Stop saying
sales.
those words.
No, I'm saying.
No, you
You
can't
know
say
how they
those
say
words
sex
on my
sells?
channel, ma'am.
You can't say the
Say
word.
smacks. uh X, because they're very strict now with YouTube.
Oh, well, I'm not talking about the act of it, but anything related to that situation,
Hmm.
whether it be a strip club or, movies or, you know what I'm saying? All that's money. Anything surrounded because people have fetishes, people want to see that, want to,
So that's
that
why
right there.
OnlyFans make so much money because of
Exactly. And especially that, because you can do it in the privacy of your home. You don't have to go to the club where everybody see you, be that person. You can sit in the privacy of your house and be whatever that is you want to be, and everything's at your fingertip. And a
mm,
lot of people, it's imagination,
mm,
so they make millions because of how many people in the world be on that.
mm. Imagination.
You can do it like what, just your feet. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. It
On
could
your
be people
hands.
that have feet fetishes or people that have neck fetishes or, you know what I'm saying, or hair. It's you'd be surprised. Hand fetishes, and they make money. What do you do? Oh, I just show my hands and I make money just because people be what people are clicked off of. Just like how people like everything has a niche. So you find that. But when it's oversaturated, that's when it's watered down and you don't get the money that you could get because it's oversaturated.
Mm.
So you gotta all that's why I think what YouTube's problem is because everybody's trying to have a channel. And now the channels are so watered down and most of them is nonsense. And they're over 1 million channels. Yep, I see. Okay. You get me? Then how it was for you when you first started as opposed to what it is today and how many people just jumped on and now everybody's trying to jump on and do and it's a lot of biting off of what the next person. It's not a lot of originality, so right now it's not, people aren't making the money that they should have or could because anybody could jump on and start a channel. You don't need $5,000 or $10,000. All you need is a phone. and a Google account, and you're there, you know?
But that's the way it was from the beginning. All you need
Yeah,
is a.
but not a lot of people was hip to it. That's the thing. And everybody wants to
But it's
be,
not saturated yet. It's not at its peak. It's still growing up.
no, it's very saturated. But
It's not.
think about how TV used to be. Yes, because not a third of the country, a quarter of the country is not don't even go on YouTube. Okay. Don't even go on there. And then another quarter goes on very seldom, specifically maybe documentaries and stuff like that, or teach their children. Only a quarter of people that go on there for nonsense.
So you just validated what I just said. You said only a quarter
No, no,
because
no, no,
it's
no.
going to go up more because more people are going to be watching YouTube and less of their on television.
You tell me. From when you started, and once you got on to where it's at today, and how it's evolved, you know. Sometimes when things are too easy, the gain isn't there. But if it's a one all, you good. And if it's something that does need more of a situation to it, or you just happen to click somehow, like that boy Kai Sinat, I'm not pronouncing it right, I don't know, but him, you know how he, and then he does like 1 million views in like 20 minutes, you know, a little black guy.
You just got to find a niche, and that you got to find
Yes,
that
yes.
people are going
I
to
mean,
gravitate to.
right. And not
And you know
everybody
what?
has that personality. And I watched one thing that he did when he bought a house and put his boys in it. That was the only thing I watched because they're way young, right? I can't relate. But I watched that, and just to see, because everybody's kept talking about him, and I kept seeing him, and I was like, what is his thing? You know what I'm saying? He's not a ball player. He's not a rapper. You know, what is his thing that he's so popular? You know,
And I
is
think
he?
a lot of it is because the energy of that person and what they don't want stuff that's boring. I know when I act foolish and act crazy, that's when I get the numbers. You know what I'm saying? But when I try to be
Because
so
you're entertaining. It's
like,
entertaining. No one wants to sit there and just watch somebody not out.
that's true. Oh, you try to throw stones down, might be down and out, man. You keep throwing
No, I'm
stones.
saying in general, not specifically. I'm saying in general, nobody wants to turn on the TV and not out.
That's
You
true.
know, so people turn it on just for a distraction up from life, because people do that because they're stressing and life is this, that, and the other. So they need to go to a happy place, or just a place where, I think that's why people love the negativity, because they feel like somebody else is doing worse than me. So that makes me
Oh
feel
yeah,
better. You get
yeah,
me? Or somebody's getting dragged and, they're going through it. So I
yeah.
feel better about my life. I think that's more of what it is than anything, not so much as you're just a hateful person, but you feel like everybody sadly is stuck in that comparison. Quit comparing your life to that person's life. So we thought, going back to Wendy, that she had all these degrees and she was just living this life, and her 3 children, and her husband, and they all, everything on reality TV is an act anyway, and they're da 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 da. And then now you see them, because they're regular people that do regular stuff, and they went on a trip, and they said that the alarm and the motion sensors never activated. And they thought, I guess they didn't know that insurance companies, when they give out so much money, which they didn't only got $25,000, I think, what they received.
That's still a lot of money.
Well, the
Dollars.
claim was $400,000. So that wasn't a lot of money compared to what they were claiming. They claimed $400,000 loss, which is big. That's big. But yeah, so $25,000 is what they received a check for it. But then they saw her wearing the stuff on TV after the fact. And like, what I'm saying? Because not all crooks are smart crooks. So she should have threw that shit in the trash. Whatever she got paid for, she should have threw it away. She should have threw it away. No,
Gave
no,
it to somebody.
no. Because if it comes up somewhere, somebody happened to pawn it, and then it traces back to her.
Yeah, but
So no, you throw it away.
they
No,
wouldn't.
you put that in the garbage. No, if she got paid for it, you throw it away. You give it to somebody and they go through hard times and they pawn it. You need an ID to pawn. The
Girl,
police go to pawn shops.
give it away in Goodwill. They on Goodwill and keep up.
And
What?
listen, listen, you happen to give it to somebody and they happen to
I
go
said
through
give it to
something
Goodwill.
and they pawn it. You never know though. That's what I'm saying. And they pawn it and then they go back to you and be
When I
like,
go give stuff to Goodwill, they don't know what I got in that bag. Don't have my name or nothing. They just give me a little stick.
everything on and Goodwill is being recorded too. So
They do not record who gave it.
it's video. They got video
They
surveillance
don't know who
everywhere.
gave it what, ma'am.
Listen,
Every
if you
every bag that
listen,
come through there is a black
you're not a
bag. They
good
don't know
crook.
what
You're not a good
bag
crook,
came
honey.
from what
You're not a
car.
good crook. You're not a good crook.
Man,
If you get paid, if you write an insurance policy, let your audience tell you. If you say something is missing and you get a claim and you know it's a false claim and you got a check for it, you don't give it to nobody. You bury that.
I
So
said give it to Goodwill.
no, no,
Yeah.
because
Yes.
all that's traceable.
So
All that's traceable. All that no, because then it goes back to now what they investigate, and they got some high cost investigators like the state. Got top tier investigators. These are $1 billion insurance companies, and they don't like to pay. You don't think that they don't look at things and be like, go back over that claim.
They ain't gonna look at her going no Goodwill.
Anyway, listen, throw it away. Put it in the garbage bag and throw it in the trash. You got paid for it. Throw it away. Throw it away. Because things come back. You sleep at night. Just like my daddy told me 2 things. Don't commit a crime, but if you do, never have a co-defendant. Things come back. Things come back. So you trash. If you got paid for it, you throw it away. Burn it. Get rid of it. But you don't donate it. You don't give it to nobody. Kill it. Kill it. Then you sleep at night. But I don't know what ticked them off, or if they just got investigated on the poll. I mean, on a thing or whatnot. But it's something that they did that made them go back, and maybe because she wore it on TV. You get me? Maybe that's what it was. They said it. They said she wore the ring on TV. No, they said she wore. They said the diamond was missing, and that they went on a trip and they only took the bands. Right. So the big stone that they give you before you get married is what she claimed was missing, was stolen. She wore it on TV after the claim. That's what they saw. And then what happens after that is let's investigate everything. So that's not good. Because he could lose his law license. And I don't know if that'll affect her. I mean, it'll affect her as far as employment, of course, but she could do a podcast. And that's self-employment. If she does a podcast, I don't know how interesting it is. Because this she always portrays a certain image, and now you just made yourself appear common. Because you're out here doing common people crap, So she said she had bags, and they found out that they bought the bags and returned the bags to the stores. So the bags was never stolen. They were returned to the stores for a refund. They broke them down.
So I mean, that was the stuff that was doing it.
But I think maybe, I don't know. I'm not involved personally, but again, it could have been the ring that jumped it off, and they investigated behind it. Once they saw her wear that ring, and you know how they be on those confessions, and they're moving their hands and drinking and sipping, and they love to throw the ring up, and she wasn't thinking, and somebody was like, that might have worked for the company, and was like, oh, why she got that ring on? So they went back through the ADT, and ADT said no movement, no nothing went on while they were gone with the alarm. They admitted that they put the alarm on, and it never activated. And they broke them all down. They broke all here. Yeah. So it's not. I mean, you're gonna lose sleep over it. It's very stressful and it's embarrassing because you're famous and you know you're this PhD teacher and yada yada yada. Help.
Yeah.
You know. So it's not a good look. Um, but I just hope they're strong enough to. They got each other, so you know they're co-defendants. So hopefully they can saying
Did they get bond or they
they
just
have 50,000 apiece.
okay?
So they're co-defendants. So hopefully it don't destroy the marriage. And hopefully they don't make an example out of them. That's
Hmm.
what you don't want. You don't want to be made an example of.
Yeah.
But because they're famous, you never know how it goes. And then what court system they're going to be in.
Mhm. All right, let's talk about our next topic. The guy that got caught in Georgia. Did you hear about him? Derek Groves.
What did he do?
Groves. He was out of Louisiana. He escaped.
I mean, the one that escaped out of Louisiana, and they found him in Atlanta, and he was dressed as a woman working at Walmart. That was fun. And he didn't even have a lot of makeup on. He really looked like a woman.
But look, guess what? They said his girlfriend turned him in for that $20K. It said girlfriend turned in escaped inmate for $20,000 reward was already locked up. The real story behind Derek Groves' case: how Louisiana jailbreak, a fired deputy, and a love and betrayal rumor turned into one of the year's wildest misinformation story. So that's what they're saying, that he was on the run for 145 days.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you
he
see
did a
that
good little stint.
apartment? It looked that couch looked disgusting that they turned over and all that stuff that they had in there.
I didn't see all that. I just saw him getting arrested, and then they showed a picture of him
And he was
working
blowing.
at a Walmart with the girl face, with the wig and stuff on.
Let me see if I can see that. Let me look.
But he didn't have any makeup on, and he looked like a woman.
Really?
But you can have a soft face. A guy can have because he's got that. When they were arresting him, he blew a kiss, and I had got the impression that he was gay. So
He blew a
maybe,
kiss at the camera.
yeah, he blew a kiss at the camera, and it looked very feminine. It didn't look like he didn't come off very masculine at the arrest. And then I saw that he was posing as a woman working at Walmart, and I was like, yeah, that's so believable because I saw the first thing, which was him getting arrested, and he looked kind of sassy. So, but again, it's a lot of young people that date gay guys. It's a lot of females under 30 or 30, 40 that date gay guys. So, right, it's a bit different. I saw this one show where she was fighting with a guy over a guy, and I was like, wow, is there a shortage? Because I'm not fighting with no dude over a dude. You can have them. I'm sorry.
This is what I was showing y'all what the apartment looked like. It looked a hot mess when he was in there.
Let me see. Was it not clean?
Look at the Southwest Atlanta home where a nationally wanted fugitive was captured.
Convicted murderer Derek Groves was on the run for 5 months. He and 9 others escaped a New Orleans jail in what's considered one of the largest jailbreaks in Louisiana history. Reporter Gabby Kellett with our station in New Orleans spoke to the homeowner and shows us what was inside the house.
Drug paraphernalia, a bullet, children's shoes, wigs, clothing, buckets, and tinctures labeled with the names of flavors.
Oh, he was up in here. This is where he was.
Show me where he was.
And the crawl space, where Derek Groves was found hiding in a Southwest Atlanta basement. Authorities tracked him down to Honeysuckle Lane nearly 5 months after authorities say the 4-time convicted killer climbed through a hole behind a jailhouse toilet and scaled a fence to escape. What is your reaction to finding out that someone with those kinds of charges was living in your house?
I was shocked. I said, you gotta get the hell out of here.
The home's owner, Richard McQueen, let us inside. Most of the home's entrances had been breached. and the home trashed. McQueen said the tenant was a young woman. He said he wasn't sure when she started renting because he'd been out of town.
They pay rent. As a regular customer, as a regular occupant, I don't know nothing about their background. All I know is that they look like, where you get this kind of money from? It was just, they struck me kind of strange.
You know how you get a feeling somebody's looking at me, you know? So I just, I could see like a shadow and then move the curtain back.
Investigators say Wednesday night they believe there were other people staying in the home with Groves. They may face charges if they assisted him. Mrs. Clements has lived on Honeysuckle Lane for 55 years. She says there was suspicious activity at the house where they found Groves and that she first noticed it a couple of months ago.
Thought something going on, too much traffic. But I mind my own business, so I didn't call anybody.
She says when U.S. Marshals and Atlanta SWAT teams brought him back into custody on Wednesday, it was a spectacle.
All of a sudden it went, go back, go back, go back. And it's shaking. I turned around and came back.
In court Thursday morning, Derek Groves, calm but impatient in the Atlanta jailhouse as he waited for a judge to call his name. And when it was up to him to extend his stay in Georgia or go home, Groves was sure.
I want to return where I'm from.
I read about it and saw it on TV, but that was New Orleans. Not across the street.
And again, that was Gabby Killett reporting. Groves is still being held in the Fulton County Jail tonight, where he is waiting to be extradited back to Louisiana.
Ooh,
Okay, so that's
Rice Street.
Yeah, he's going back to Rice Street.
Oh, somebody in there like, what did I do?
I'm trying to see if I could find where he was dressed in the women clothes, because you see the wigs that was there.
Mm-hmm. Leave that alone. You leave it alone. Don't break it. I see it, but don't break it.
That's that story. Let's see what else the current event that we can discuss. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else. Event. And we said we weren't going to stay on too long because it's almost that hour.
What's going on in your life?
What's going on in my life?
What's going on in your life?
I had to kick some of the menses to the curb.
No. Not you with a couple.
The menses to the curb because I have a lot going on and they weren't fulfilling that the spot that I
I don't know.
I had to
I'm with child. That's all I know.
No, I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. No.
No, anything. I don't know. I'm with child, so I don't do any version of any of that. Well, she's going to see her mom tomorrow, but I was offered a date for the weekend, but I just like, that means I gotta go do something with myself.
You so funny.
Right. So I gotta go do something with myself, so.
So you turn down the date?
I don't know, because he's cute, so.
Go out on a date with the man.
I don't know, because he's cute. Got a nice body.
Okay. How old is he?
I don't know, but he's probably between 40s and 50s. I don't know specifically. He might be in his 40s.
Okay.
I don't know, but he's cute.
What's the youngest you'll go?
Well, my ex is 33.
Oh my God, you go down to 33?
He was 27. I was 52.
You would go down to 20s too?
No, so it was just supposed to be fun. That's why I really didn't put any weight on it, because it was just like, all right, you know what?
In your 50s, that's like 30 years.
Oh, I was hoping when I met him that he was at least older than my daughter, and he wasn't. So I was like, you know what? He was in college, and turned out to be a really great experience, though. You can't put a number on it. That's what you can't do, because there's guys in their 50s that act like kids. So you can't really put a number on it. He was over the 25 hump. Yeah. But it was only a year, so it was only a year of
Mm. I
dating.
didn't have anybody that could date my daughter. See, the good thing is my daughter don't like old people, so
But my daughter likes old people, and I
ah,
like young. I always date younger, and she dates older.
mm,
She would always date somebody in their 40s and 50s, and I would look at her like, ew, because she doesn't mind the how the men tend to start looking after 40. And that was one of the things. I'm very like, I need a guy with a nice body. I'm just sorry. You just got to have a nice body. I'm very like shallow when it comes to that. So that's why younger was always better for me. And then they're young, fun. They're not too overly serious. Because I wasn't looking for marriage. So it didn't matter. I wasn't looking for marriage and I wasn't looking to have babies. So unless you're trying to do something serious, it doesn't matter, you know?
mhm.
So, it was fun. It was fun. We did COVID together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I did COVID together. Okay,
We
see,
did COVID together.
that was cabin fever people, huh?
We did COVID together. It was
Okay, okay.
it turned out to be a fun situation.
Okay, interesting.
It's still tight to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh, there goes Soul. Hey, podcast with Soul. How are you? How are you, my dear Sean?
Silver says she had to
Thank
get
you.
rid of some of the people on the
He
roster.
say he likes my hairstyle. Thank you, Sean.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I gotta smile. That's my buddy right there.
When did you cut your hair?
A couple of days ago, I just couldn't do it, Sonya. I'm like,
I told you you was gonna run out of. I was
Let
gonna
me
run
tell
out
you.
of. Gonna run out of hairdos, and then you're gonna look at the work that it take, and then you
Oh,
want
you
what?
gonna be?
Bread?
You here? Are you
Huh?
here? I was asking Maurice Brown homecoming tomorrow. Are you here? I can meet up with you. But what was I going to say?
You want bread? You want?
So I got up that morning, right?
Mhm.
And my hair, I had taken that ponytail out. Right? I had taken the ponytail out, and Dallas had gelled it down. This is where I had just came back. I came back from not just, but I came back from New York and everything. And it was just like, I got to do something. I didn't want to straighten it. I didn't want to do none of that stuff. I'm like, I can't do this. I went across the street to my neighbor because first I called my barber. My barber kept ignoring my phone call, John. So he kept ignoring my phone calls. So then I happened to see my neighbor outside, and I know he's a barber. So I went over across the street and I said, hey, can you cut my hair? He was like, when do you want to cut? I said, today. He says, no, I don't think I could do it because I had a couple of drinks and I don't want to mess up your hair. He says, can you come tomorrow? I said, what time? He says, what time you would like to come? I said, the earliest, because it's before I go to, I did it on Sunday. I said, before I go to church. And so he was like, okay. Can you come at 8:00? I said, 8:00, I'll be there. And so I got up at 7. I got up at 7. By 7:45, I was looking out the window, make sure I see his lights on. And I got over there at 7:47. And I went and got my hair cut. I was like, I can't do this.
And you don't miss it. Nah.
I can't do it. But I did leave some hair. I'm not totally bald like I normally.
You're not as short as you were. I was looking at some old pictures.
I'm short. I love it where I don't have to do nothing because I'm so
You
freaking
was brush
lazy.
wave, right?
Yeah,
Come on, put this on, please. Put this on. Get a coat.
Even this is work for me because at least I'm gonna do some things like some bantus and stuff like that and take it out because it has some length. See?
I'm about to say, yeah, you still can curl that.
Yeah.
Or put some braids in that. African braiders can get that. on them sides where it's
Yeah,
really
but I
low.
don't have no sides. My sides, I mean, I cut it
Girl,
down.
I've seen them pull brush waves and put it in a braid.
But hey, look, listen to this. There was a young lady who wanted me to be an ambassador for the ponytail because she saw my ponytail on the on my TikTok, right? And so she wanted me to, model her ponytail style. And I forgot all about it. So she sent me a message on Monday and said, "Hey, can you be my model on Saturday?" I was like, "Dang, I cut my hair already." So I told her, "I'm sorry, I cut my hair. I can't do it." So
You do it in spring. It only took you like 3 months to grow it.
yeah, by
Come on,
that time she
get some
probably
braid.
get her customers thing all up. But she was wanted me to be an ambassador for her.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You say I could still get box braid? No, I didn't bleach my hair because remember I have gray hair, so the color's gonna take with the gray hair.
Yeah, it's up. Right.
Yeah, I have gray hair, so
Long as it's light.
this is the dark part of my hair, right? And all of this is the gray hair. That's what shows more. And it's two colors I mixed together. Dallas had a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit of one, a little bit of another one. I just put them together. So let me color my hair. So she said, let's talk about Diddy. I don't think we have anything updated on Diddy other than when we talked about the other day. I do have some paperwork, but I didn't want to do Diddy stuff today. I was just going to do it tomorrow. And someone said, I said Diddy, and somebody said,
I said Diddy gonna get out next year.
they said, yeah, he probably gonna get out. Fonnie Willis, yeah, she's supposed to be at the hearing on the 13th, which I plan on being there, y'all. I plan on being
What
there.
hearing is that?
That's they want her. The Senate wants her to come down.
Oh, yeah.
But then I heard that that she has something she's been subpoenaed with the DOJ, with the feds. Trump is gonna come after her. You see, he got that other lady in New York.
She got herself because she actually did the crime.
No, I'm just saying he came.
Well, yeah, they came after her because that guy who was a Democrat was researching every political figure in New York, and he came across her stuff, and that's how she got exposed from a dude who was just going through politicians in New York and how they was moving and with the money and everything, and so that's how she got exposed. But they trying to blame it on, oh, he said, I'm not even a Trump supporter, I'm a Democrat.
Wrong is wrong, whether you're a Democrat.
That's what it is. And he didn't campaign on going after nobody. He said, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do. She campaigned on, I'm going after Trump. He's an illegitimate, president, and that's all she said every time she did a rally back when his first term. That's all she kept saying. She ran on that. So, but now they want to flip it and say, because I'm a Trump supporter. Now they want to say, oh, they're just doing that because of what she did. Yeah. Oh, because of stuff she did happened 20 years ago, and then it happened before all the Trump stuff did. You know what I'm saying? The dates is before she went after Trump. So what are you even talking about?
Mm-hmm.
The dates are before that. So you can't even try to spin that. But blind hate is blind hate. Sometimes you gotta put the hate aside and just look at reality.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
look at the reality.
Y'all, it's almost half the month, and we just came in.
Oh, Christmas will be here before you know it.
Lord Jesus, yes, it will. Halloween will be here this week.
It's speeding up the time. Right.
It's so fast. It's just like you blink your eyes, you got another month.
Yep.
What it is.
Life goes fast after high school, that's for sure.
No, look, I'd be like, slow it down now, slow down.
Reverse it. Can we go back to 1980, please?
Oh, I don't want to go back.
Oh, I want to go back to 80. And stop it right there. Stop it. 1980.
I want to age gracefully, you know.
Better times. Better times.
Yeah.
Well, it's either grow old or die. So yeah, I guess so. Age gracefully.
Age gracefully.
They were saying when people die that you're supposed to burn them. Because if you put them in the ground, the soul, which I thought the soul left the body as soon as you passed, but the soul is still attached to the body, and then you are still forced in this realm. It's like a
Purgatory.
unalived nightmare. They said you're supposed to be cremated. You know, I'm not a cremation fan at all, but
I'm a cremation. Burn me.
yeah, they're saying burn them.
Burn
I just
me.
be looking at those stories when people be like, they weren't really dead. You get me? Because you ain't really dead and they burn you. Oh
You'll make sure I'm dead. Burn me.
no. Right. Can you wait a week and make sure I don't wake back up? That's how I had to be. And then you can burn me. But they say you should be cremated and not buried.
Dallas, hey, cremate me, baby girl. Don't waste your money. Don't even have no funeral.
No, I don't want a funeral.
I will come back and haunt those people that's coming to my funeral. They know they don't like me.
Exactly. That.
I waste time.
It's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. That whole thing is a waste of money. Just like a big wedding is a waste of money. You invite people that don't even really like you. People know they don't talk to 250 people in a year, but you invite 250 people to a wedding. That is the dumbest thing. Because all they're doing is taking bets on how long it's gonna last. That's all they're doing.
Not the bets.
Listen, they talking about how long it's gonna last. What's what I'm saying? Everybody but 20 people is talking ish on you at the wedding. It's 20 people, the people that you talk to, period. That's hoping it all works out for you. But the other ones who just showed up just because it's a party with free food, they're taking back. So you just wasted money.
They're gonna talk about the kind of food you have or didn't have enough food.
It's the biggest waste of money ever is a wedding, more than 30 people. Because no one has more than 30 people in their life that mean something to them. And a wedding should be about somebody meaning, everybody there should mean something to you.
And then people get upset if you don't invite them.
A cookout is when you invite people.
Go buy no gifts.
Right. They confuse a cookout with a wedding. Now, a cookout, you can invite anybody. Because this is a cookout. We just got food, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got a DJ, whatever. But a wedding is supposed to be, family that you like. Not even, just family that you like. To be everybody that you personally deal with that I spoke to on the phone that year. More than 5 times.
But no. Do you have some friends that's their childhood friends that, even though y'all don't talk?
That's what I said. 5 times. At least 5 times that year. You gonna at least get 5 calls out of them. At least.
She's terrible, y'all.
What? Think about all the money wasted.
That's true. And some people don't.
Listen, buy me some property or take me on a trip or buy me some jewelry. Something, but I don't need a big wedding. My wedding, it was me, him. That was it. It was me and him. It was nobody else.
So you've been married before?
Yeah, I've been married before. You didn't see that video either? No.
I didn't see that video. No,
You didn't see that video either? Yeah, they made a whole thing like, oh, he divorced her and da-da-da-da, and all of that. Yeah, I was married. I was married, and it was just me and him at the wedding. What the heck? No.
Oh, you heard her? She said, what the heck?
Yeah, I've been married. I can say that. I've been married.
She said, what the heck?
We dated for 20 years. We dated for 20 years, and we got married, and then it still felt like we were dating, and so I left and went back to Florida. We're still good friends to this day. We still talk on the phone to this day. Wasn't a bitter breakup. It was, you know what, this ain't working out. All right. And so I went.
One of those people that should have stayed single instead of married because as soon as you get married,
I was never a fan of getting married. I never cared to. I was never that girl growing up thinking,
Why did you marry?
Huh?
Why did you marry then if you're not that girl?
Because we got engaged when I was 19 and we got married We was engaged in 1989. We got married in 2009.
I don't care. 1989, you've been engaged, and then I don't care. Why did they get married?
It was on and off. It was on and off situation, and then we married in November 2000.
I don't care. I don't care.
And then we divorced. Valentine's Day 2014.
You said she don't care.
Huh?
Measure said she don't care.
She don't care. We don't care. I mean, it was just, it was no money wasted. We spent $50 on the ring, and we spent, I think we all in, not even $500. And that's why I didn't have a problem walking away, because there was no money spent, so it was no money wasted. Nobody came, so most people didn't even know, and it wasn't like, you can be embarrassed behind it because no one came to the wedding. No, most people didn't even know I was ever married. So it was cool when it faded out. So it was no big deal. The only people knew it was the people that I talked to on the phone. And that's it. Same with him, because he was popular, but he wasn't the type of person that put his business out there. So yeah, he didn't have social media account, none of that. He still doesn't, doesn't do none of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but yeah.
Well,
I experienced a husband. Huh?
And you don't like being married?
It's not for me. I think marriage changes people. That's why a lot of people you see date, and then as soon as they get married, they break up. And they could have been together 15 years prior. As soon as they got married, it didn't work out.
But I know people that met 5 days to get married.
That's why you got to get married often. You got to get married under a year of dating. You cannot. The longer you wait, once you do it, the worse off it is. You got to do it within 6 months of meeting a person. I mean, people move in that you know what I'm saying, with each other. So why not? But I just suggest if you're worth anything, don't marry with the state, so they can't dictate the divorce.
I know this lady named Gloria and her husband name is Sal. They met 8 days after they met. They got married.
And probably still together.
Still married to this day. And they didn't have a wedding.
See, no pressure.
They got two daughters. Now they have grandkids and all that stuff. But they still married. And they know each other 8 days, she said. 8 days. They went and eloped and got married.
Yeah.
Nobody was there except they went to the house of the minister, and the minister married them that night.
I got married in the church.
You didn't get married in the church. You said you got married in the church?
I got married in the church.
Why?
Because he went to church every Sunday.
Oh, so you didn't go to church? Y'all wasn't equally yoked.
Yeah, but no.
Y'all wasn't equally.
Yeah, but we were, but we weren't. Because we never talked about religion in our relationship ever. It never came up. He went to church. I went a couple times with him.
Oh, so you did go to church with him, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm okay. Well, I have a problem supporting somebody.
Yeah, like you came to church with me, huh?
I didn't get off the bed. That's something. It wasn't like I agreed to go. I was gonna go.
Yeah, you was.
I've been to church before, but it's never for myself. I don't go like I wake up thinking I'm going to go to church. I'm invited. I will go. I like religious people. I'm just not religious.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I have nothing against a religious person. I prefer religious people over non-religious people. But not too overly, because sometimes it turns hypocritical sometimes when it's under their arm everywhere they go. When it's in every conversation, it gets a little bit suspect. But
you're not the suspect.
It gets a little suspect. I had a tenant that was like, everything was Jesus, and everything was like she had the Bible like right there every time she spoke to me. And this woman was the worst tenant I ever had. She didn't pay the rent. She was just a nightmare. And I was like, you're supposed to be all about God and love. Look at how you act. Like, this is weird. you know. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's hit or miss. My grandmother was that person, and she was a very good-hearted person, you know. And she was pray for me every day. She said, "Pray for you, Sonya." She knew my wild side.
Your wild side.
In my 20s, yeah. You know what I'm saying? In and out of jail. She knew my wild side.
You was in and out of jail.
I've been, I, I've been to prison twice.
I thought you said, but then you said in and out of jail. So prison twice is not in and out of jail.
In and out of jail could be 3 times. It was a little more than that, I think.
So you've been in jail. How many times you been in jail?
Oh, that's a hard number.
Oh, yeah, okay, then okay, in and out. I got it.
Let's say it stopped when I was 27. Let's say that. Like
I mean,
23 to 27.
Why were you so bad? Why were you so bad?
Oh, I had no guidance in my 20s. That's why it's very important to stay in your kid's life after 18. My parents weren't ever around. They like back then they cut you off at 18 and be like, see you later, good luck. You know? And so that's why I stay in my kids' life in their 20s heavy, because I know what I did in my 20s. I effed them up. So going off of what happened to me, I gotta raise my kids better. So I was the example, you know, of what not to do. And so, oh yeah, I was a little gangster in my 20s.
Not a gangster.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a nice person. I don't screw people over, but you know what I'm saying? I did some things in my 20s. You know, I did some things in my
You've been
20s.
reformed, right?
Huh?
You reformed, right? You know.
I say I haven't been in trouble since 27. Since I was 27. I stopped. I got tired. You got to get tired. So I got tired of getting arrested.
So
again, no guidance, and I was hanging around the wrong people. Everybody I was hanging around was about that life. I wasn't hanging around people that had jobs and went to college and
so,
you know what I'm saying?
You said about that life. You were they were doing the criminal life.
So when you hanging around people that's about that life, what is your influence? What is your influence? You know? So, and then you know, I almost got arrested one time, and the guy told me, if you can't do what come with this life, stop doing it. And I didn't stop. I just took that with okay. I was 20. I was 23 when I got that conversation, and I didn't.
Were you doing things like bank robbery and things like that?
Oh my God, no. No, I was not doing that. That would have been cool because I would have some money, but no, it was not that.
Were you a booster?
I used to boost. That was my start.
Like you used to be a booster.
My start was boosting.
Because you seem like, and you probably.
Let me tell you, I got some crazy boosting stories, but it was boosting. It was boosting first, and it was so stupid because I didn't have to do any of that stuff. I had a degree at the time. I had a construction background. There was no reason for me to break the law, right?
Were you boosting at the high end stores?
Heck yeah! Oh my gosh, don't play. Nothing but high end. Men's suits, fur coats, all of that. You know, I was good, and then I got caught, so I wasn't that good, right?
Yeah, so you wasn't that good.
Wasn't that good, but I used to make money off of it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So you were the one that used to knock on people's doors, like.
No, I didn't do that. I had customers. I didn't need to do that because everybody knew that's what I did. So it wasn't a problem of me going in and you know making my money. But yeah, that was the start, and then the drilling that you get coming out that store, like you know, you scared, but once you get to the car, you're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Then you go back and you do it again until you get caught. And I got caught.
Oh Lord.
I got caught.
You know, kind of remind me, I was watching a video about a couple of months ago. There was a lady who the police let, you know, she came out the store and everything. She had wrapped the stuff inside her underwears and yeah, you
around your body, inside your armpit, in a purse, in the baby stroller.
Baby strong.
You hide it inside the baby coat, in the arm of the baby coat. There's plenty of places you can get out. How you can get? Man, one time that's right after I got shot. I had a cast for like 2 months on my arm, all the way up to my shoulder,
And you
and my shoe was untied, and I had all of this stuff on me. And I walked up to the police and was like, "Can you tie my shoe for me?" And I was full of shit. And he was like, "No problem." And he tied my shoe, and I got all kind of stuff on me. Walked right out the store.
You was a pro, wasn't you?
It was bad as fuck.
Oh my God.
But I'm the type of person that don't harm people and I don't fuck people over. But that was like a crime against a corporation. Let's say
Well,
that,
you felt
because
the
it
corporation
was
was
against
cheating you anyway, right?
Dillard and Saks and those type of stores.
Look, I knew a booster that lived in my neighborhood, and they said they call themselves Robin Hood.
They did what? They call
They
themselves
call
what?
themselves Robin Hood because they rob from the rich to give to the poor.
I mean, don't break the law. I mean, you know what I'm saying. That's why it's important to stay in people's lives and from birth all the way to 30.
Mm.
And just make sure you guide people not to get in trouble and to stay out the way and do you know what I'm saying? That's why my kids are great because of what I went through and what I did. And I was able to, and then me knowing going for school to paralegal and then knowing the laws and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So I was there to educate them and keep them completely out of trouble. So I was a sacrifice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool because I have the mentality like you gotta be built for it. So every time you go into jail for this stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying? You're not in there. You know how people be in interrogation crying and you sitting there like for real, like you went out the house with a gun looking for somebody and you shot them. Now you in jail crying. Like, why you crying? You know what I'm saying? Why you crying? You deliberately did that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't. And that was the thing with me. I owned it. I got caught. All right, here we go. You know, and I called my lawyer. What now? You know, well, you know you know what I be doing. You know, and let's go to court. You know, let's go to court. And I go to court and beat it, don't beat it, whatever. But I'm not gonna be in there crying about it because I went out the house knowing I'm about to go do some bad shit, and I gotta own what I did till you get tired. And I owned it. You know, and cry about it at all. Just went and did, you know, went to court.
Yeah.
You know, you grow up and you know, all it is breaking somebody's rules. That's all it is.
I think it's a little bit more than breaking somebody's rule when
You know what
you.
it is? It's breaking a rule. That's all it is. It's
Yeah,
against
but
the law to
sometimes you
steal. It's a
hurting other
rule, and you
people.
break it, and that's what
It's not just
it's a
breaking the
rule.
rules. Sometimes you hurt people.
No, I didn't hurt nobody. I told you, I only
It's still,
stole
it's
from
still,
corporations. I didn't go in people's houses. I've never stolen from a single person.
yeah,
Ever.
but you still hurting people because it's the corporation going to put it on
That's
the
a
price
lie.
of
They're
other
insured.
people.
That's a
They're gonna
lie. They
put it
just say
on.
that. They just say that. Oh, that's a lie. They're worth billions. You a lie. I wasn't stealing millions or just thousands, but I wasn't stealing $50,000 worth of stuff.
Making the price higher for other people because
That's a lie too. They're insured. They're overpriced. The thing that they purchase it for. Think about it. They purchase an item for $5 and then they mark it up to $100. So if they sell one, if somebody come in there and steal 5, they still made money because they sat there and overpriced that one. So don't ever think if somebody go in there and steal, because they don't get that much stuff. Well, now they do because how these people are doing it. But don't ever think because somebody went in there and stole $50 that now prices go up because that one item is marked 100 times more than what they paid for.
But it ain't just one person stealing. It's more
I'm
than
just
one
saying,
person.
it's not the well, with the exception of Walmart, because you know how people be going in there stealing the toiletries and stuff like that on a regular. I mean, it's a lot worse now than then. That was the 90s. So, because I was a CO in the 80s. Yeah, I didn't start breaking them off to the 90s. But yeah, in the 80s, I was a good girl.
Well, my dear, I am. You know that time.
Time to go.
I'm getting sleepy.
Go ahead, get go.
You know how I am. I get so sleepy.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like ready to hit the.
Crazy, made a total mess. I got to clean it up. That's crazy. But yeah, no. Hey, nice catching up.
We back on our Friday night, so
I done exposed all my secrets, y'all. No, I
Ah,
didn't. Everybody knew that. You just
no,
didn't watch the video, huh?
there's more secrets to come. What video? Who you
I ain't
talking?
got no secrets. The one when that girl tried to put all my business out there, like somebody was gonna be ashamed and offended by it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well, yeah. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
y'all. But I need my old
Here.
person sleep now.
You need your old person's what now?
Sleep.
Oh yeah. That's you putting it out there, see? Mhm.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I'm my 20 years younger body now. I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, get your nap on.
Well, thank
Oh,
you, Miss Sonia, for
nice
gracing
chit
us
chatting it
with
up.
your presence.
You what happened? Oh, you so silly.
I
Right.
said, thank you, my dear.
Don't
So,
believe the rumors.
huh?
I said don't believe the rumors.
I won't. And look, let's make sure you keep the current events up so we can talk about it the next time because we're gonna be doing hot topics of what's
Talking
happening
about.
in the world.
I just happen to know all three of those stories.
Okay.
I
So
knew.
you just
I knew it.
bring some
Huh?
new stories in. Bring some new stories in next time for our next time.
Let's talk about some happy stories next time.
Absolutely. We're gonna do happy stories next time.
Talk
All
about
right,
something
Sonia. Have a good
uplifting
one. Bye, everybody. Good night.
later for you.
Later. Good night, everybody. Bye. And thanks, everyone, for the compliments on my hair. I appreciate you guys. You guys rock. Thank you so much for just everything. Good night, everybody. I am so sleepy. My eyes is like it won't stay open because we gotta get up at 5 in the morning. I don't want to be late again. Good night. 5:30. 5:30, y'all. 5:30. Good night. Well, you know what? Let's do 6 o'clock. No, 5:30. 5:45. 5:45. Okay. 5:45. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Patricia. Good night, everybody. Night. Hey, Miss Richard, this was for you because you said how bored you were. Good night.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me, we laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign and joy's what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Minds in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night.